The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
And you can find us online right here, right now, as you are watching us. We are Adventures from the Shed, coming back at you with our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game, Dragon of Icespire Peak. And we're going to get us kicked back off. Randy's going to play our drums, our air drums, to lead us in here. We're going to go around the screen and say hi. I'm going to go with this guy to my right here, which is
Eli.
There he is.
Hi. I'm going to be playing Jerum Freebill, a Circle of the Land druid, human, but raised by rabbits.
Next.
I'm Zeb. I'm playing Doc Wellwater, a human ranger who fears nothing but his own death.
I swear when you started that and you said Doc, I thought you were going to say Darth.
Darth.
It was Darth Wellwater. And the Sith Lord's up next.
Hey, this is Chris. I'm playing the Dwarven cleric Grimdal. Jerum, are those Watership Down rabbits you were raised by?
No. No. Just your regular happy-go-lucky little family of rabbits out in the perfect little spot in the woods.
They're shameful defendants of the ones who lost to the tortoise once upon a time.
Yes.
That I cannot deny.
And speaking of coming in last, unfortunately, on an introduction, however, first in our hearts. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, name's Randy. I play Dirk Locksworth, a male hill dwarf fighter. Chris did not say his character, just so you know.
I did.
Oh, you did? I thought you just led right to rabbits. Sorry.
No.
My bad.
Nah, you just see rabbits seem like they show up first, but in this case, the rabbit was the last thing. Yeah. And I am Joe. I am the Dungeon Master for this adventure. Between our last session and this session, I asked our players to go ahead and level their characters up to 2nd level, which pretty much for our purposes means they can stand more than one hit when we get in a fight again, which should make them a little more durable. But we're going to go around again, and I want each person to mention what substantial and significant may have changed for their character going up a level. So, Mr. Eli, go ahead.
All right, so hitting 2nd level as a druid, I gain access to my subclass, one of many different circles. I went with the Circle of the Land druid. They gain extra spells and they gain a couple extra class features based on the environment that they choose. I chose land. No. Mountain. Mountains are part of lands. Mountains are lands in the game Magic the Gathering, which we are not playing tonight. That's
mountains are tall land.
Yes. I chose Circle of the Land Mountain. That gave me access to an extra cantrip, and it will give me access to a couple of extra spells once I hit our next level, 3rd.
Nice.
That's really everything from me.
Zebion, in addition to the 1 hit point you received, getting to 2nd level with Doc, what else did you get?
Really, honestly, not a whole lot. I was able to choose a fighting style. I chose archery, which gives me a +2 bonus to attack rolls that I make with a ranged weapon. And that is it. Well,
that, in a way, though, that's very good, because that's what you're relying on a lot in that last fight with the orcs.
Yeah,
it was all arrows. Yeah.
Missed a few, but ended up coming out on top.
But it's something. Definitely good.
Yep.
Chris, what did Grimdal have for level 2?
The big thing for me is the Channel Divinity stuff, so I got the classic Turn Undead.
Nice.
And then I also have Preserve Life, which at my level, I could spread out 10 HD between the group.
That's very cool, too.
Healing, so that's pretty good.
I'm always curious, too, because I often forget, even though I have played a cleric in 5th edition, the Channel of Divinity stuff, like you said, it's Turn Undead, but it does other things too, right? Like, can't you sense evil and some other...
Well, this one is the Preserve Life's the other one for the 2nd. I assume I get more as it goes, but yeah.
Okay, cool. And Randy, What did Dirk have for level 2?
Speaking of those heals that I'm going to get, looks like I can survive one more hit by doubling my hit points. Now it's 28.
Nice.
I got the nice ability to action surge, which lets me take an additional action on my turn. I can do this one time per short rest. So we might be sleeping a lot, guys.
Yeah, short rest, though. That's just a few minutes to gather your breath and get ready to get back out there. That's definitely not a 4 to 8 hour rest there.
That's good.
That's pretty cool.
It's a nap and a snack and maybe a nice little storybook.
Ooh, that means I could heal and action surge after a short rest each time.
So one thing you guys might want to think about after we've played a couple of sessions now, you get a little bit of a feel for your character. You know where you are going into level 2. We're about to go into town. Remember, there's plenty of general supplies. If you wanted to maybe try a different type of weapon or anything like that, you might be able to find a basic weapon in town. But just something to think about if you hadn't already. Think about supplies and what your character might want when we go to town. In the meantime, that means we're getting ready for our recap, and I'm looking around at all these faces, avoiding the camera, thinking he's going to call on me, and I want to see what Chris will tell us about our last session.
Oh, man. Nobody wasn't going to say that, because I'm like, what did we do last time?
What did we do last time?
I feel like it just all mixed it together, because I feel like we did 2 missions at once, you know.
It felt like it.
So for me, the big thing is dealing with the Manticore at the, I can't remember the woman's name, at her place.
Yeah, at the windmill.
Basically.
Yeah, but what about the big orc battle right before?
Yes, yeah.
See, collaborative recaps are certainly okay.
Definitely, some fog action on that one, right?
Yeah,
So that was pretty slick. I thought we were going to get wasted. It was close. It was like,
Yeah, when you guys were first leaving the temple settlement area, it was the 4 orcs that definitely caused the pain, while Jerum was causing the confusion with the fog and the sounds and all that.
It's kind of funny because you think like 4 orcs. Well, that's a joke. Right, first level, man, everybody's doing this, right?
Oh yes. Considering
they were swinging just as hard as your 2-handed fighter swings,
oh, yeah,
it's like, oh
gosh,
guy,
he's not fun.
Yeah, that situation could have turned ugly very quickly.
It kind of did, off and on. We got lucky. We some crit saves like twice.
Yeah.
And then you guys get to telling the midwife, I think it was, whatever her name was, the abracadabra lady at the windmill, that the dragon's coming. You better go to town where it's a little safer. And when you guys get there, you decide, I guess, rather than fighting again, we'll just pay off a Manticore to go away. Hey, buddy, here's some gems. Will you just leave? Yeah, okay.
I was trying to entice him to fight the dragon with us when time comes.
There you go. That could be something. You have a mercenary Manticore.
Yeah.
Oh, that does sound pretty useful.
It certainly does.
That's a hidden tool we can use later.
Somebody's going to have to remember that.
That'll help us later.
He considers our armor.
Yeah. So we've got then you guys heading the end of the last session when you guys heading back to town, and I think it was when you arrived at town somebody found the end of the episode. Yeah,
always.
So when you get back to town, you guys have now gone through a couple of quests, and both of those involved going back to the townmaster. And his name I have here.
Harbin
Wester, indeed. He is the townmaster / quest giver. All of the notes on the adventure board, or the posts there, are written in the same handwriting. And they're all written by him. Right. He is the Burgermeister Meisterburger. Wow. I haven't heard that in a little while. But that's cool. So when you get back to town, you're able to find him. So he's behind the town master hall. I think I may have described this before too. But when you get down to the town center, there's the town master's hall. It has this hall itself is sturdy stone walls, pitch wooden roof, and a bell tower towards the back of it. You guys had saw the job board that was right next to the front door, and behind it is a house, and I wish this was laid out so much easier, because then I wouldn't bitch about how it's not laid out easy. But all right. This adventure does this. No, stop that. Stop talking to me.
Joe, are you okay?
No, I am not. I'm going to argue with this block of text on my screen. All right, so I thought it said on here a description of his house right behind Townmaster's Hall. I don't see it, but there's a house right behind it, and you see, like a placard that says Townmaster lives here. So make it easy.
It's it's a complaint box just nailed to the door.
and it's locked shut. You can't put anything in it.
Yeah, you ask someone, hey, where can I find the town master? Just look for the complaint box. You'll find it. It's got like a stack of parchment just on the ground in front of it.
Probably. So you guys arrive at his home. Actually, now I see it. He lives in a house east of Townmaster's Hall. Whatever. That's not a very good description, but you go east of Townmaster's Hall. There's a house, says Townmaster lives here.
Oh.
Your turn. And if you want to talk to yourself for a little bit and complain, I did it. Go for it.
Knock on the door.
Okay. When you knock on the door, you hear, kind of faint on the other side, if you're a dragon, know that I'm far too thin and bony to make a good meal.
If we were a dragon, we'd already be in there eating you.
Spoken like a true rabbit.
Smoking like a true rabbit.
We're here about some jobs that have finished.
Oh, that's great. What'd you do?
We got a note from the lady at the windmill that said she doesn't want to come back to town.
Does the note just say no solicitors?
She's like, I hate you, Harbin. Send this to him. I'll pass a note under the door.
Okay.
So you pass a note under the door. You hear him, slide the note. After a few seconds, he says, all right, fine. And he slides a bunch of coins underneath the door, equal to the number you were supposed to get paid for it. I think 50 gold.
I feel like you just got tokens.
Yeah. You should have pulled a lever and it would go ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
What else did we do? We also told more about the dragon up at the excavation.
Yeah, and I don't remember that one. Does anyone have the card handy on what that was? The description of that? Like what to do for your reward?
We still had to warn them. Hey, Greg.
Yeah, but was there something on it?
Had to warn them.
There wasn't anything about talking to the town master after?
No, there is, but
okay.
I'm trying to find those.
Okay, cool.
Trying to find the media for it in here.
I think I found it. Take the warning to them, then return to the town master to the 50G.
There it is.
Yep. Was it 25 for the woman? Yeah.
Yeah, 25 for the woman.
There you go, then. So you'll get 25 gold. He'll pass, again, under the door. Pretty much one coin at a time, just sliding him under the door. So you helped the dwarves. Okay, their excavation place. You told them about the dragon. Good. And he slides 50 coins under for that one.
All right.
Okay.
Got any other jobs for us there?
Well, you guys still have the third one. Let me see. I'm trying to look to see if he says anything different on this, and I think the answer is complete. Oh, hold on. It says after the characters complete 2 starter quests, the following 3 are added to the job. Oh, let's just say that didn't happen yet because I didn't read these yet. So you still have that third quest, the third of the starter quests that you guys had.
We'll just do all of them. Man.
And that one, I have it right in front of me right now, so I'll just go ahead and read it. This is the Gnomengard quest. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something which with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, Townmaster Harbin Wester will pay you 50 gold pieces for it. So that is your task, is to go see. And if they have something there and you don't want it, he'll give you 50 gold for it.
All right. To Nomengard then, I guess.
Do you guys want to get any gear in towns while we're here? We have 204 gold, as far as I know.
I would like to buy some more arrows.
Oh yeah,
that'll be useful.
Arrows is definitely easy. If anybody happens to have any standard pricing in front of them, I'm sure I do somewhere, but no idea.
It should say, if you're using D&D Beyond, it should say how much ammo is for arrows.
I think it's 20, but it's per, what is it, like a certain amount of silver or something? Maybe it's a gold. Arrows aren't they?
It says cost 0.5 GP, bundle size 20.
Yeah, so half a gold.
All right, I'd probably be cool with 2 bundles.
Ooh, 40 arrows.
Yeah.
He's not,
a lot of arrows.
He's not about to run out again.
Nope.
I can't think of anything that I need offhand, but maybe we should go visit the old lady and buy a couple potions from her.
Yeah, those are 50 gold.
There's a thought.
Ooh, that's going to be expensive.
I don't know. We get a deal if we buy a couple at a time.
Hey, you never know.
Discount is a Costco potion store.
It's one of those, I think I may have said it in the last one, it's very specific that she is your healing potion source. So there's nobody in town going to sell them. You've got to make your way back to the windmill, although it's not far.
Nobody in town, not even her.
Correct. She don't go to town. She said, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks.
He said nope.
Yeah. You know what? Let me actually do one more thing. Somebody roll a D6, please. I want to get a number from somebody else.
Roll.
Make it
1. 1.
Is it a 1?
It's a 1.
That's funny.
Did it pop up?
Yep.
All right. One of the things, as you're buying the arrows, one of the things that the guy in the general shop, which I can't remember the name of right now. Let me look at this one more time. Barthen's Provisions. So Barthen tells you guys that there's just been so many more and more complaints about orcs that have been chased out of the mountains by the dragon that are terrorizing towns and people around. And you guys actually experienced that a little firsthand when you were at the Dwarven excavation.
We took their javelins.
But the guy at the provision store actually mentions that more and more people are complaining about the orcs. They seem to become more of a nuisance. More than just your standard orcish nuisance.
We'll have to keep our eyes out then.
Cool. So you want to
take care of this dragon soon enough.
You take a quick trip over to Abracadabra and get potions? Is that what you guys want to do?
Before we leave town, I'm going to purchase an herbalism kit.
Ooh, herbalism kit. Sounds good. What does it do? Is this like a lock-picking tools kind of thing or thieves' tools kind of thing? It just helps when you do something?
Essentially.
Yeah.
It allows me to add my proficiency bonus to any ability checks used to identify or apply herbs. Proficiency is also required to create antitoxin and any potion of healing.
Cool.
Pretty cool. So you get bonuses to when you roll herbs and put them in
Pretty
papers.
much, yep.
And yeah, cool.
It does also allow me to make a potion of healing if we get the ingredients. If we can convince the old lady to give us her recipe.
Nice. I like that idea.
There, we could double her production.
Yes.
All right, guys, have fun with the dragons.
We're just gonna get him a little pen there to put some rabbits in, and he'll be happy. Just hang out there at the windmill, making healing potions for the rest of his life.
Occasionally bribing a manticore.
Just occasionally.
Please go away.
All right, let's.
Hello, Dave. Here's your protection payment.
You say Dave?
I don't know. He seemed like a Dave.
Well, I need to know because chances are you're going to meet Dave again. And he didn't.
We'll ask him next time that he shows up. What's your name, friend?
He's probably going to be David and hate when people call him Dave.
Yeah. David,
one of those guys.
All right,
like, relax,
it is.
Dave. It's cool.
What's your name, Manicore? Who's your daddy?
And what does he do?
All right, where is this? All right, let's see. This is a whole nother one. Stupid thing.
So we need to do a cover of What's Up Pussycat, but What's Up Manicore. Whoa, whoa.
What's new, Manicore? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's got to work Dave in there somewhere, though. Not in the title, mind you, because that doesn't quite work. But I'm sure there's there. All right. You get to the windmill. She's there. No recent Manicore sighting. It's only been since earlier today. She tells you the Manicore hasn't come back. But you're just there to get healing potions? Did you need any interaction, or you're just there to buy 2 healing potions and go away?
I will ask her if she knows the Manticore's name.
Well, I never asked his name, I guess.
Well,
I imagine it's something like, I don't know, David or something? If I had to guess. He looks like a Dave.
Well, if you can safely get that information, I would greatly appreciate it.
Get Manticore. And you can see that it's like her entire work area is like a modern work area covered in Post-its. She's got like tiny bits of parchment everywhere. And how she takes notes is she grabs a marking instrument, and she takes a piece of parchment and she kind of draws a picture and then writes a word. And you can make out from it that she kind of drew what looks like the shape of the Manticore, and next to it says Dave ? And she puts that piece of paper on the stack with all of her other notes.
All right, thank you. And then y'all wanted potions, right?
Yeah. Who already has one?
I have one.
We
I
have
have
2
one.
amongst the party. Yep.
Okay. Well, Randy should probably have one. I'm sorry, Dirk.
You want one, Dirk?
That was almost Miles Mice. I'd take one.
All right. I'll take off the gold off the pile.
Cool. So you're going to get one more?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I think.
Okay. Well, the other thing...
If Doc gets hit, that's it.
Yeah,
over.
Simple one and done.
The other thing I look for, too, is...
Look back, make sure I'm standing still.
Say we're in combat and somebody goes down and they have a healing potion on them. Unless anybody's going to come right out and say, I secretly hide my healing potion so no one in my party can find it, then we're just going to say, like, you can go over to where they're laying on the ground unconscious, take the healing potion out of their belt, and feed it to them. Right?
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah, it's standard practice that you just have the healing potion, like, tied to a
Somewhere easy.
It's like on a camelback. They just put the tube in your mouth and just
Exactly.
Dirk has the beer drinking hat.
I will say, as long as you guys keep me alive, I do have Spare the Dying cantrip this time around. So.
That's why I don't wear a helmet. I have a beer hat.
I mention it because mainly there's usually 2 concerns that come up. Some players will say things like, yeah, but I like to keep them hidden, right? And then, of course, nobody can find it. And then others are like, yeah, but if I keep it on my belt, won't it break if I fall down? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I'm not going there.
I like to keep my great axe hidden.
There you go. You don't want the bad guys to find it until you're ready for them to find your great axe.
The only place they should ever find my great axe is in their back.
Damn right. So
I don't want to talk about the 50-foot rope.
50-foot rope. I can't hide a healing potion, but man, I'm not telling you where the rope went. Watch me do the rope trick.
No spell slots required.
Well, no spell slots. No.
They call me the spider.
All right.
El Speedro. The next adventure. So you guys go get your healing potions, and then you head to the southeast of Phandalin, which is, I guess, probably just east of where you are now at the hill where the lady is. And you find yourself at the base of a mountain. Let me we can
Does the
add
map
this.
work?
Sounds like
What is
somebody's
the-
phone's ringing or something. Thought I heard something. Could just be imagining it.
You were hearing voices earlier.
I probably was.
My watch could be making noises.
So we've got
Possibly.
Zeb's screen shared again. And just so you guys know, I think I might have could kind of fixed kind of the lighting, but we're still going to be looking at Zeb's screen, probably keeping the characters together. If we do split up, we'll talk about that at the time. But let me give you what you're seeing here. So, and there's a little narrative here, so I'll read it out. You follow a stream uphill to the base of the mountain where waterfall erosion has carved out a natural concavity or concavity. The roaring waterfall creates a cloud of mist as it plunges into a shallow pool of water, within which rise two small islands covered with 2-foot-tall red, green, and purple mushrooms. There are several cave openings overlooking the pool from rocky ledges 20 to 30 feet above. The mountain blocks any sunlight from reaching this area. One thing to note here is the waterfall's very loud. It is actually an important part, distinctive feature within this area. So the entire time we're here, unless you're right next to somebody, you need to shout to be heard, unless you're behind a closed door. So I might bring that up more than once. Sending stones. I think sending stones would probably work. I mean, there's nothing about the sending stones that says you can't hear when it's loud out or anything, right?
There's no, yeah.
It's a magic item. We would assume it's just going to let you talk.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right, so that's where you guys arrive. That's what you see there. I didn't put your tokens like clumped on each other. You can move. You should be able to move your token however you want on the screen.
You can't see.
Who can't?
I mean,
well, you should be able
really
to see all the daylight stuff, right?
No, I can't. Like, my screen is just me on a dark black screen.
Son of a biscuit.
That's all I see. Now, granted, I could look on the Zeb screen and kind of get an idea.
Darkness is all I see.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute horror.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You know what
Why
I'm
am I
going to
holding
do?
stuff?
I'm gonna click the give you night vision. I don't know why, but
Make it so number one.
let's see what happens.
I mean, don't dwarves have dark vision?
Did that change your view at all, Chris?
No, it's still the same. My character moved, so somebody got that.
I did that. I did that just because I wanted to see. Let's say.
Refresh my screen just in case.
Let's just say you emit bright light because you do, right?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Did that change anything?
I'm just refreshing the screen just to make sure. Even killed a. Nope, it still looks bad.
I don't.
My U-block origin screwing stuff up, but no, it's all black.
I don't get that at all.
Black is the end.
Because everybody else, you can see, right? Your tokens.
Yep.
Why? You know what? I'm going to try turning your token vision off and then back on,
Yeah, I
mister.
can't see anything. Can't even see my
In the
character.
book.
Now
Try
turn
turning it off and then back on again.
and then say, that's what I'm doing. I'm rebooting your light.
Nope.
Nothing?
Me on black.
All right. Well, I won't fight with it too much. What if we put the light dude near you? Does that make a difference?
Nope, I see nothing. I can see the ping of that. That's all I see.
All right. Okay. Well, let's move on to what we all can see, which would be Zeb's screen here. All right. So you guys are there, and you can see there are actually. Can you zoom out just a little bit, or scroll down just a little bit? It's almost like a peninsula there. That's where I wanted to get to, because that's where the waterfall is, right down there on the south side of the map. So you can clearly see the waterfall. And then just to give you an idea of what you're looking at, there are slopes on the far south, the three entrances on the far south that are up on the wall. Those are like 20 feet up. The two at the bottom are joined by that bridge that you can see there. And then the two closest to you, so the northernmost entrances, the one on the side where your characters currently are and the one on the other side, are 30 feet up. The one on the opposite side of the stream, pond, it looks like it has a pathway that leads up there. Now, the sides aren't completely sheer, so you could probably climb it, but you can tell it's more difficult than average. Let's put it this way. If you want to try and climb up, it looks like it would be about a DC 10 dexterity or strength check. You know, athletics, I think, is one of the things they call out here.
Yeah.
What if I was a rabbit?
Rabbit. I don't know. Do rabbits climb up sheer cliffs?
Well, you said it's not a sheer cliff.
Well, it's stupid to me. They describe it as almost like a sheer cliff, and then they say it's a DC 10 to climb it. I'm like, that's not sheer. So it's like, if you got a 50-50 shot of making it, it's not a sheer cliff.
Yeah. That does remind me, though. I did forget one core druid feature that I get when explaining what I got in the level up. I have access to wild shape. I can turn into different animals, so long that they don't have a flying speed, a swimming speed, or a challenge rating of higher than 1/4, which limits me to essentially horses, wolves, or possibly a rabbit.
A rabbit.
I don't know the exact challenge rating of a rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if it's the one from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, it could be pretty high.
Pretty damn high.
Exactly. Like, I wasn't able to find the statistics for a rabbit, so
it's like a Tarrasque rabbit. It's a Terrabbit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, it's easy enough to just say we can give a rabbit the same stats as a bat, but not flying.
The site says the bones of a rabbit are sensitive and delicate, and they should not be encouraged to climb elevations higher than 3 feet. So we'll see you later, buddy.
Oh, my leg!
Yeah, so you guys are here to find the gnomes, talk to them, see if they have any magic items that are good for fighting against a dragon. I mean, that's the quest you were sent off on. The way it looks, like I said, you would definitely have to roll to climb any of the entrances except the one that is... Did I do that right? Ping everyone there. That entrance over to the top right. The northeasternmost one. That's the only one that there's no roll. Go ahead.
How deep's the water?
It isn't mentioned at all. Let's say it's not too deep because the...
Yeah, just figure we can cross where the light guy is, where it's like, it's just up there.
Yeah, you can walk...
I mean, Dirk a little bit shorter than normal, so I want to make sure.
Yeah. It is a very loud waterfall that is just feeding a stream. They don't even call it a river or anything. It's just a stream. So, I mean, at most, it might be like a foot deep at the stream part.
Entering here, then. I thought it was exiting. Okay.
Yep, that's the water falling down to where you are at the southernmost point on the map. So, yeah, it's crashing down the side of the mountain. And that's why
I'm just going up the ramp.
Okay.
It looks easy enough to walk up. Let's go.
So, Jerum, you speak Gnomish, right?
No. We were neighbors with moles, not shrews.
They're cousins, so hopefully they speak dwarf.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know about that.
I think in general, in the Neverwinter area, you can pretty much be assured most intelligent species you meet will speak common, if nothing else. It's nice to speak to folks in their native tongue, but
I feel like it gives you a little bit of an in,
No argument there because I like to play that, so it works for me. Now I've got to zoom in and see the area numbers you guys are going to, so I can give you the right information.
Keep up, light guy.
Yeah.
Come on, Dirk.
Now, Doc, Doc's vision should be good, so we probably don't necessarily need the light guy, but we do need everybody else moved in there. All right, so let me give you
down in front.
I assume it does it for everybody.
So
right?
once you get there,
Yeah, I have no light on my guy.
yeah, I saw you moving on my GM screen. It's kind of funny. You moved yourself right into a wall without knowing it.
Yeah, just to see if the light works from me or it doesn't.
So where you are, so this is called Nomengard, by the way, the name of the quest. Throughout this area, so once you go into the tunnels where it's been carved out and made into an area, all of the ceilings are about 7 feet high, and they are flat. So think about that, tall folks with great axes and stuff, about 7 foot high ceiling.
We're short. We're good.
Yeah,
Well, short.
And
Or hunched over.
there are hanging oil lanterns all around the hallways that you can see. And I'll tell you, they're going to be all throughout too. But you hear, as soon as you go in here, the sound of the waterfall is even more like condensed because it's echoing off of all the walls. Everything is stone in here. So it sounds even louder. But yeah, as you can see from where you are on the map there on the screen, you have a passage right to the north, and then a passage that goes to the east, and then splits north and south. Which way you want to go?
Should we try to announce ourselves? What do you guys think? I mean, I feel like we're breaking into someone's house here.
Well, there isn't a door. Just so you know, where you entered is it seems like these would be common tunnels.
Can I use stone cunning to identify like what the structure is? Obviously not a home, but
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it says history intelligence check.
Yeah.
So let me go back to my roll. Where are you? Okay, so history, there you are. I was just gonna roll intelligence for some reason. Okay, not too terrible, but it's still kind of bad. 9.
Not too terrible, but still kind of bad.
It could have been a 1.
Yeah. You can tell that all the workmanship is done by gnomes. And from what you can tell, at least a couple of the marks on the wall look like the walls weren't just carved by tools. You can see what looks like probably some magical markings as well.
Well, I can't tell you too much about it, but it's not a home, and there's gnome place like gnome.
Oh, that could have been the end comment.
It's nowhere near as good as Dwarven craftsmanship of stonework. This is just, what is this?
No,
Shoddy work.
What craftsmanship?
So, give me your marching order and who goes where, because again, these are kind of
dwarves up front, you know.
Yep.
And then
everyone can see.
And then whatever. So Dirk. If we're single file, then it's Dirk, then me. Yeah.
Definitely right. Single file. If you can kind of tell from the map if you zoom in, but it's drawn so that the halls aren't even the full 5 foot wide square.
Yeah.
And the idea is
craftsmanship.
Well, the idea is, gnomes are small. So literally a small race.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't need as much space. And I think that it was drawn this way to make it feel smaller. 7 foot ceilings. For humans, this might even feel claustrophobic. It's like you're in this maintenance hallway, but this is where people live kind of thing.
All right. Well, you remember my cousin Leftfoot Lenny? He always said, hug the left. So unless there's a complaint.
Left foot.
I say we go up this way.
Isn't that how he lost his left foot?
It was his right foot that was missing.
Oh, well, you know what I mean.
So I trust Left Foot Lenny. What do you say?
All right.
I say, Dirk, go ahead and move 15 feet.
Just start walking 15 feet. There we go.
I give him a little shove every couple of feet.
And we have to have Doc up there with you just so we can see the screen. But this is another poor one that, unfortunately, there's a description here that doesn't match what you see on the screen. So this is a dining room. This room contains several dining tables and chairs sized for small folk. Capital S on small, by the way. Small folk.
Pronoun.
A stout wooden cabinet against the east wall holds tin, dishware, and utensils. So it's just a dining area, and there's nobody in it at the time.
Break room, maybe?
I feel like they really could have put tables.
Or just tables?
I'm sorry, say that one more time, Chris.
Are there tablecloth on the table?
Nope, just wooden tables, and
Okay.
I was going to say stone, but they have plenty of wood stuff in here. So, but
Yeah.
it looks like everything is constructed. If it's worth engineering, it's worth over engineering, apparently.
Okay.
So, whereas you might have built this table with a couple of 2x4s and a piece of plywood, they have steel rivets in certain spots holding two pieces of wood together, and it's like, yeah, they really made sure that these tables won't even creak when they're 100 years old.
All right.
Right. So if you pass through there.
All right. Well, we don't want to intrude on anyone's stuff, so let's, I guess, continue on.
Yep, and your direction from there is towards the north.
Did you say only move 15 feet at a time? Because
No, you just move up to where we see something, and I'll tell you when to stop. Let's put it that way. Okay. If you go up to the north, you do see there is a door there, and that door is closed.
Yeah, keep going right there.
Keep going. Yep.
There.
Take a listen.
So that door is closed.
I put my ear to the door.
So this is one that will be very tricky. I want you to go ahead and make a perception check, but remember that it's hard to hear anything over the waterfall.
Okay, 19 is my total.
You jerk. Actually, it's funny because I actually thought Grimdal was going to be listening, but that's cool that we got Dirk up there paying attention, really hitting it out of the park with this one. So Dirk, on the other side of the door, you hear sounds that are unmistakably kitchen sounds and people cooking. You hear pots and pans banging around, and you do hear. You do not speak gnome. Nobody speaks gnome, right?
I think Jerum does, right?
We're going to find out.
Would you look at that? I actually do.
Fantastic.
I forgot.
I knew what I was talking about.
So it turns out Dirk, who can hear it, can't understand it. But you do hear a language that you speak. You are dwarf. You speak dwarf. I'd say that they're cousins in a way. So you recognize it as it's got gnomish accents. But you don't understand any of it, and it doesn't. It just sounds like it sounds like multiple voices on the other side doing stuff in the kitchen.
Don't burn the parsley.
Yeah. And what he really said was, "Turn that off."
Translation issue.
Yeah. So you just hear that on the other side.
Jerum, come here. Listen in.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to roll just because of how loud everything is.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise, I would just tell you.
So that comes out to
Oof.
a 6. I can't. My poor rabbit ears are so overstimulated.
Yes.
I can't hear anything.
I just pick him up and start walking into the room. Like, can you hear it better now?
Put me down. Put me down.
Put me down. Put me down.
Do it.
So we go.
Okay. And just so you know, as a description too, all of the doors here, because this is the first door you've seen, but the doors are made out of wood with iron hinges and handles.
Does it open for me or no?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Kind of walked right in without asking. Sorry about that.
So as soon as you open the door, you see the 5 gnomes that you now see on the screen, and they just turn to the door as is habit, because when someone opens the door, it goes from a really quiet area to a waterfall sound filled area. So when you guys open the door, they turn to look, and they see you there, and there's not alarm, but there is a, oh, hey, who's that kind of look on their faces. And
a little bit of confusion.
Rabbit man in one hand.
A human.
Rabbit man in one hand, wave in the other hand. Hi.
Put me down. Ah!
So you can see, let me
extricate myself from him.
Let me give you a little bit more of the view when you walk in. There are 5 of the rock gnomes there. And let's see, they specifically call it out. So I'll say 3 of them are female, 2 of them are male. And you see they're doing different things. One's stoking the fire over at the, I guess what would be the furnace on the east wall, furnace stove on the east wall. He's stoking the fire, or she is stoking the fire. One of the male gnomes is using a contraption to squeeze oil out of a big red mushroom. The way they describe this, think of something like those big things where you can put in a potato and just like crush it to make French fries. I'm thinking something like that to squeeze oil out of a mushroom. Another one is standing on a low table using a mechanical rolling pin contraption and they're kneading some dough. Another one is forming that dough into loaves of green bread. Nice. They specifically call out his tongue is sticking out as he carefully shapes each loaf. Nice. And then the last one is female is teetering on a stool as she is stuffing a big purple mushroom into a barrel. So it's like these are the activities they're doing in the kitchen, getting food ready. I got a chuckle because on my screen you guys can't see it, but I can see Chris clicking and moving his character around, but he can't see anything. I can see it, so I'm going to drop you right where everyone else is. There.
Wow,
he was off and never left.
But they turned to look at you, and the one who was stuffing the let's see which one. Actually, the one who was paying attention to the making the green loaves of dough looks up because he's the closest one to the door. He says, "Close the door! Close the door!" And he's shouting. And
I will turn around, close the door.
And as soon as the door's shut, it's like it's going from, and it just everything just feels deathly quiet, like you can hear your ears ring. And he, all right, so then he says, "So, why are you here in our kitchen?" They don't seem upset.
Gnome or just common?
Common. It would be common. Seeing that there are no gnomes there, that would just be common.
We're looking to speak with the lord of this establishment.
I know this one.
In Gnomish, take your time. We're not in a hurry.
You mean the kings?
Yes. I didn't realize there was 2.
Nurkli and Korbaz. Yes.
2 kings. That's interesting.
Well, effectively just one right now. The other one.
What happened?
The other one kind of gone crazy.
Wait. What do you mean?
But what are you here for?
We're here to speak to the kings.
Well, I can tell you where you can find them.
I would appreciate that.
Where you can find
probably
them.
The sane one first. If we could.
Sane one.
I mean, we'll take what we can get, I guess.
Oh, they're both together. They're not long apart.
They're brothers or something?
Those 2 kings.
They're attached.
They are not brothers. They are attached.
Friends.
Yeah.
I feel like we're being pranked right now.
No.
Gnome, so you never know.
Nomengard has 2 married kings who rule in tandem.
Okay.
You know this now.
Through this door or that door?
Yeah.
Well, you have to go back out the way you came, and then you're going to go, and you understood that exactly to what I'm going to be telling you next.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry for the intrusion. I hope the meal comes out well.
It was 3 lefts and a right and another right.
Yeah, all the way. There's a funny part because it's on the other side of the friggin' map.
Oh my god!
Of course it is.
So they'll give you an easy way to get there. And what that'll mean is, for our purposes, I can just get you over to there. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we can just say you guys go over there.
Fast travel.
They got anything else to eat? They got any spare food?
Well, I do say you guys didn't burn the parsley, did you?
No, we're making bread.
Can I have some?
Beer bread?
Yeah. Mushroom bread. Everything's made out of these crunch berries.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It doesn't make sense to say to turn that off in case they burn the bread. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I always mix up the two.
Now, they actually offer you this small loaf, small for I think everybody here because none of you are gnomes, and a small loaf of green bread, mushroom bread.
All right. I give it a bite.
Many
Try it
things.
out.
If you like mushrooms and you like bread, it's delicious. If you don't like mushrooms or bread, it's nothing special.
I didn't know if it was like these funny mushrooms, you know.
Well, you don't know
So your
yet.
cleric starts tripping out.
Grimdal's like, what
He
the
starts
hell's
healing
going on?
the guys
So
attacking
just so I have it for later, Chris, roll a d20.
All right. This is exciting. All right.
Yeah, who was it? I'm feeling hungry to myself.
7.
Okay, I'll remember
Feeling
that.
lucky.
Feeling lucky. All right, let me grab the. I gotta zoom in to do this. I'm gonna grab the characters, and then I'm just gonna move you guys right to the
Grimdal,
spot.
how was it?
Teleportation.
It was
What?
teleportation.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It was great.
You like mushrooms?
All right, I'll save it for
Bam.
campaign later.
And then I'm going
Probably
to
fry this up with some butter.
the. Oh, I tried to do the focus ping, but you were moving at the time. But you got it now, and that's okay. So we're on
Bring the
the.
light guy over too. Maybe
We're-
it'll let me see better on the
You
screen.
never know. It didn't before. Did that make a difference for you, Chris?
No, I thought it would make a difference for like everybody else on like the other map I'm looking at, Zeb's map.
Well, that's just because you're in a hallway. Everything here is a hallway. But the door to the north, which if let's move Doc over there. The door where Jerum is.
I am at the door.
All right. So the instructions that the other gnomes gave you was this is where you can find the king's bedroom. They've been locked up in there for a while.
I guess we're knocking. Maybe Jeremy, you should speak to him. Tell him we're looking for some help to fight the dragon.
And you
All right, yeah, of course I will. But they said this was their bedroom, right?
yeah.
It's two dudes, one well off. We should be fine.
I'm gonna listen first.
Is it still really loud in this?
That's one thing I was going to mention. The path you took got you farther from the waterfall, and it's the quietest without being behind a door. So it's still loud, but it's not.
Muffled.
Yeah, it's plenty muffled because there's plenty of little bits of elevation. You had to walk up a couple of different flights of stairs, and you've gone down a couple of different corridors, left, right, this way, that way.
I mean, you could listen, or you could just knock.
I don't want to intrude on a private moment.
By listening.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
So what do we got there for a number?
I got a 14 total on a perception check.
Okay.
If any private conversation is going on, I don't care what they're talking about. If they're talking, I'd like to know.
Yeah. You hear nothing on the other side of the door. Nothing that compares to the sound of the waterfall that you hear.
All right. Well, I don't hear anything, so
Job.
bum 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 bum. Knocking on the
So I
door.
pick up the rabbit and I go inside.
All right. Come in.
Genius.
So you knock, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. From the other side of the door, you hear, yes? Who is it?
adventurers from Fandelvin. Fandelvin? Where?
You mean Van Dalvin?
And
Yes,
Darling.
we were told that you may have something to help fight off the dragon.
Look, we have our own problems here right now.
Would you like a hand with your problems?
Now, who's that?
That's a
What-
friend of mine, another adventurer from Fandalvin.
you should speak to him in Gnomish, Jan. That would help.
I didn't specify, but I am speaking in Gnomish.
Oh, well then I would not have said anything.
Close enough.
He said parsley again.
Just kind of like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, you know, why don't you talk to me? What's going on? What's happening in your life? Are you doing okay?
Well, there's that shape changer. I think it killed 2 of us, and it made. What's the other guy? Which one is which?
Carbaz and Nurkly.
Carl
Which
and
one?
Ned.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember which one is talking. Okay, Nurkly. It made Nurkly insane.
Okay, so you've got a shape changer, made Nurkly insane.
Yes.
You guys have any idea what they're talking about?
I don't know. That sounds pretty weird.
So when did this all start? You don't have to open the door. I'm trying to find things out here.
He doesn't start telling me what's going on. I'm opening that door.
He's just listening to somebody else talk in a foreign language and getting more and more frustrated the whole time. I like it.
Are we not even here?
We need to find it and kill it. Well, you need to find it and kill it.
Did he
You
say
let
kill
me
the
know.
dwarves?
Well, do you have anything that we can use to help find it or kill it?
I think it's just still gnome talk at this point. So you guys got to mind your own business
Ask
for now.
him. Ask him, Jerum.
Well,
Gnome your role.
Damn it.
No
what are we
more of
looking
that.
for? I know it can change shape, but maybe it acts a certain way. Has
the
anybody
last
been
one?
acting weird?
It disguises itself as things.
Not people, things.
So the thing about left foot and lefty.
Left foot lefty. Yeah, things.
Okay, that's a start. That's a lead. My
Yeah.
name is Jerum Freebell.
Jerum, I'm King Carbos.
Well, King Corbos, me and my friends will start looking, and we'll keep you updated if we find out anything.
Grimdal, you deal first.
What?
I got 2 coins in.
Okay, I'll be here. Hopefully
All right.
everybody else is safe.
Where was it last seen? Ask him where
There
it was
were
last seen.
24 of us, and now there's only 22, unless it's eaten someone else.
Okay, 22. That'll be the head count. So you're in there, and what about what?
The Bosworth.
The other king is in here with me,
Corbaz.
yes.
Corbaz.
Boz something.
Corbaz or Nurkly?
Yeah, they
is
don't make it
Nurkly
easy
there with
on me.
you?
Yes,
Okay, so
I have him
that's-
tied up so he doesn't hurt himself or anybody.
Of course. So 2 confirmed there. All right. I'll start looking for 20 others.
Okay. Good luck.
Where was it last seen? I say it in
Thank
common
you.
just to see if they answer.
I'm gonna turn around, look to the group. Okay.
Let's let Jerum describe the conversation, and then you can do follow-ups.
So the king is not taking any visitors right now. Apparently, there is a shape changer that has infiltrated Nomengard and is killing people. It's killed 2 people. It turns into things, not people.
But it could have been one of those tables.
I guess. I think the first thing we got to do is confirm how many people are still in Nomengard.
I nudged Dirk. I told you those tables look too good to be true.
Any table right now, it's just a place to eat, is too good to be true.
So I think we should start talking to the people around here. See see if they've noticed anything strange, anything out of place, and most importantly, take a head count.
Yeah.
Well, where are we going? Do you say
So
where it was?
What we'll do is kind of send you back a little bit from the direction from whence ye came, and there's a spot here. I gotta look at the number on my screen here so I can get you the right one. But this area you kind of went past to get to the king's room. But you didn't take any time to look. Now you are. So what you're seeing, there are the two rock gnomes there, and they're just kind of arguing between each other. And let's see, Jerum, you would hear a couple of keywords out of there. Something about your sanity ray is ridiculous. We should be making you a straitjacket, you idiot. And they're just kind of mumbling back and forth to each other. But what you are in is an area where there are two gnomes that are clearly in a workshop. And there's all kinds of doodads and gadgets and little things, you know, the beaker with the Bunsen burner underneath it and steam coming out of it, and a couple of little arcing electrical bolts going between two different things, and just definitely a gnomish invention station with two gnomes right here.
I mean, I'm gonna butt in, and in Gnomish, excuse me, do you two speak common?
Yes, hi.
And then further in common, the king asked us to help make sure that everybody here in Nomengard is doing okay while he's locked up. Have you two seen or heard anything strange going on? Do you know where all of your friends are?
It is 12 in the afternoon. Do you know where all of your friends are?
Do you know where your coworkers are?
No, we're just kind of busy trying to get this darn thing to work. I'm not sure we can bother with whatever you're talking about right now. They seem a little standoffish.
Well, I was raised by rabbits. I'm not prepared for confrontation.
Rabbit.
What's the problem with it? Why is it not working?
Whole place. Well, the thing is, they're arguing about different stuff, and the place is strewn with things. So it's like when this one says we're just trying to get this thing working, they just kind of wave a hand to a table that has like 50 half-finished gadgets on it. Or at least might be half-finished, might be fully finished. You couldn't tell.
So you two are complaining about two totally different things against each other. Then you could just go and fix your problems separately too.
Are you done interrupting us? Can you go?
All right, just stay away from things you haven't seen before, like an extra broom or something.
The one who isn't being a dick to you is just ignoring you and going back to work. So, yeah, they're not quite interested. They seem way more preoccupied with their invention station than anything else going on around them.
I stopped the fight. I win.
Jerum, do we know where we're going?
No,
not really.
We're just, unless you know how to flush out a shape changer, we'll just be going.
Well, why don't we ask them where it was
suspicious.
last seen, so we get an idea where we should at least start to look.
Excuse me, person who actually works here, who's not still talking to me. Where do most of you hang out?
Well, everybody sleeps up there, and they point up. They point up to the north. No, that's not how it works in the real world. They point to the stairway over to the northeast of the room.
Is it nighttime? What time of day is it?
Everywhere in here is lit. It is. I'm going to say it's still daytime because you guys headed out here in the daytime, and it's not too far away. However, there's no daylight in here. You're inside a mountain. They do have the oil lanterns spaced along the walls, which is why, except for Chris's token, everyone can see.
Well, they might work in shifts, so it wouldn't hurt to go check up the dorms.
So I don't know if you're keeping count there, Jerum, but that's 2 more. That would be 4.
So we're just going up here? Let's go this way?
Yeah. And when you head up there, it is... so in this area, the floor of the cave is strewn with the remnants of old campfires. There's 4 side caves there that you see. And they have, each of them have 5 small wooden cots crammed into them. There are 8 gnomes there currently who are sleeping when you first arrive. So 2 in each of the side caves. They call this the gnome domiciles. In other words, this is just where they go to sleep. And there are, like I said, the litters of old campfires on the ground where they would keep themselves warm.
Are all 8 people in the domicile asleep?
As you arrive, yes.
Let's tie all their beards together.
What? What beards?
Oh, you know the ones.
Moving on.
Their beards aren't that long, but their leg hairs, wow. You get tied them together by their shins.
Hey, they call those hobbits hair toes for a reason.
Hey.
Alrighty.
I don't think we need to bug these guys.
Yeah, and this is, it has the white noise generator of the waterfall outside, so it's really easy to sleep in this area.
All
right. I'm going to be keeping track on the back of my shield with my half-burnt torch, just, mark in charge, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
We're, including the ones from the kitchen, we're at a total of 17 gnomes.
12 and 5 is 17. You are correct.
What am I missing? Oh, the kitchen was 5? I thought it was 4. Okay.
Yep, 5 in the kitchen. Yep.
Okay.
If they're still alive.
Maybe.
What was out that balcony? Was there anything?
It just led into the main room.
Yeah, it goes there. So the direction you're going now, go ahead and keep going. Grimdal, the only one who can't see, is the one on the right path.
I can see enough.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. So that area.
I know. I got distracted by the big, whatever the heck these things are.
Are these turnstiles?
And yes and no. I really want to understand why this exists. Based on what I know about this little adventure you're on, that this room exists is weird. Okay, I'll just tell you what it is. This area is lightly obscured by mist from the waterfall, but this larger eastern part of the room that you're looking at now has 2 large, sharp, spinning blades. Yes.
Jeez.
2 rapidly spinning devices that look like turnstiles, which is why it was funny that you said that. Turnstiles fitted with stacks of long, sharp blades spaced 1 foot apart. The northern one spins counterclockwise, while the southern one spins clockwise. And
it's their air circulation room.
Yeah, I guess.
Why would you need sharp blades for that?
That's what I'm like.
Well, Devils is some kind of power source and protection.
All right, on the count of 3.
Is there a switch to turn it off or something?
There is. Set into the south wall of the smaller western part of the room is a brass lever in the down position.
For gnome engineering.
Pulling the lever up causes them to stop spinning. So what I don't get with this is it literally says that the rock gnomes bypass this trap by doing something. It's not a trap. It's just there. A trap is something that you have a chance of getting caught by. I mean, you'd have to just walk through here with your eyes closed or be Chris's token in order to get chopped up by these. All right, so you
This is like
stop
a
the
meat
spinning
grinder
blade
more than
trap.
anything else.
And yeah, you're going to go across. Go ahead and go across that bridge.
Oh no, I saw Temple of Doom. This is dangerous.
What is the what's the number they have here for the waterfall? I can see if there's any special description since you're about to walk there. Yeah, so the waterfall and the rope bridge. So the waterfall itself is 60 feet high, so it plunges 60 feet from its top down to that body of water at the bottom. And the mist from it lightly obscures that bridge, but not so much that you couldn't see it. And let's see, the bridge is, it says the bridge is difficult terrain, just so you guys know if that does come up. That just means it was harder to walk across, but that you won't be able to move fast across it.
Okay.
All right, that's it. There's more there, but nothing to do with this area, oddly enough. So yeah, 60-foot waterfall, cascading down, splashing into the pool, throwing up the mist of the waterfall, lightly obscuring the bridge that you just walked across. And then you walk into G9, and you see two more rock gnomes. Let's see, from mist from the waterfall dampens this empty cave. 10-foot high ledge overlooking to the south, and there are two rock gnomes there standing on the ledge. When you walk in, one of them shouts out, "Who goes there?"
We are hired by your lord, your king Norbaz Unearthly, to help find some kind of shapeshifter. Have you seen it?
We are to kill shape changers on sight, so don't change shape in front of us. I'm going to play them stupid. I don't know why.
Yeah, where should we look?
I'll mark down two more gnomes. We're at 19.
You need to prove that you're not shape changers first. And they kind of clumsily hold these short little spears like they're ready to poke you if something goes bad.
I think I heard that they don't turn into living things.
Yes. They can only change into tables and chairs and things.
That sounds like something a shape changer would say.
How would we prove that we're not shape changers?
You must answer me these questions 3.
No green.
It's just too much because they actually put characters who don't want to be attacked must succeed on one of the following checks. You're going to do deception, intimidation, or persuasion. So do you want to lie to them, kick their asses, or just, be persuasive?
I would have no choice but to lie to them. Because I am technically a shape changer.
It's all charisma, though. That's the funny part. That you only get 3 charisma options.
Yeah, that's my worst stat.
So the idea here, though, is everybody does have a DC 10 to convince the gnomes that you're not a shape changer.
Okay.
It's all based on charisma, but if you are proficient in any of deception, intimidation, or persuasion, you can probably tell by now the gnomes in general mean you no harm, as people, because, they don't even have guards set up outside where they're sleeping. So this is kind of a different area, and they're more protective of whatever's behind them. And if you don't prove that you are who you say you are, they're going to kill you because you're a shape changer. They make that very clear.
All right. I got a +1 for persuasion. I don't know if anybody beats that with any skill.
Well, it's each character in this case.
Yeah, we all got to pass this one.
Well, in that case,
everybody gets to roll.
Let it go. Oh, they're going to kill us. Get it on. Let's get it on.
So I got... I'm only seeing little ones there. Let me change here. All right, so I got who? So Jerum failed?
I got a 7.
Basically,
Grimdal
just
failed.
Dirk and Doc are the only ones passing this stuff.
I am not a parsley shape changer.
I'm not the shape changer you're looking for.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say we're going to give Grimdal another chance because you look like Dirk. And if Dirk has convinced them that he's not a shape changer, maybe you got
Alright.
another chance. After Dirk did so well, maybe you're like, yeah, what he said
It would be poetic that the only shape changer in our group.
is the one that's going to fail.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerum, why don't you turn into like a wolf or a rabbit or something?
What? I could never. I don't know how to shape change. I was raised by rabbits, but I am no rabbit. I am a man. Look at me with my
A human
big
man.
flesh.
Sounds
Why's
a
your
lot.
nose twitching?
It sounds a lot like you rolled a 7. That they're coming towards you slowly and like people who don't normally point spears at anyone else.
I stand in the way.
They're moving towards Jerum and they're like, the other ones are believable, but you're going to kill us, aren't you?
No, he's not a shape changer. He's our friend. He's been with us the whole
He's our
time.
companion. He's our friend. You do not touch him.
That doesn't seem fair.
Tell us where the shape changer was last seen.
How do we know it's not him right there?
Because
The one who smells like
where did these
rabbits.
attacks take place?
I don't know who he is. He just changed. He was a carpet and now he's a druid.
How did you know I was a druid?
I forgot what.
You know what druids are.
Yeah, I forgot what race you picked, so I couldn't say.
Hold on a second.
Was it human?
Only somebody with
Yeah.
Human.
supernatural abilities would know something I didn't tell them.
Okay.
Now we have questions for you.
Because of my flub, I think I see an intimidation check coming from Jerum now.
Fuck!
I want to back him up by saying the same thing.
Oh, that didn't help.
Guards,
That didn't
arrest
help.
this man. He is the shape changer.
That is him. What? All right, mister, you're not doing yourself any favors.
And you're not doing any for me either.
Well, I guess you're right, but still.
How do we know you're not the shape changer?
Because
We
I'm a
don't know
gnome and
you.
I'm alive.
Okay, prove it.
I'm a gnome and I'm alive.
Prove it.
Well, I'm a dwarf and I'm
Prove that
alive
you're
and I
nothing
vouch for
else.
him.
Stop it.
Stop what? Jerum is in full panic mode right now.
See, Jerum, that's what they call reverse chemotherapy.
Can we put it to a vote?
Some of these
Everybody
names are just
that
funny.
Jerum is a shape changer. Raise your hand.
I like the idea. Both of the gnomes raise their hands.
Rock, paper, scissors versus you two losers, the shapeshifter.
Okay, so it was if we think that Jerum is a shapeshifter, we raise our hands. Both the gnomes raise their hands. Now what?
That's 3 against 2, so I think we win that.
3 against 2. So Jerum doesn't vote on whether he's a shape changer or not.
No, he doesn't get the. He's the accused.
He can't vote for himself.
Says who?
3 against 2, huh? Well, fine. What are you here for anyway?
To find the shape changer.
That's what we're here for.
Look, and I'm going to turn my shield around. The king wanted us to do a head count. He said that 2 people died, so we're looking for the other 20 to make sure everyone's alive. If everyone's alive, then we can keep track of them, and if someone goes missing, then we can talk to people where they saw them last. And that will help us find the shape changer. Because if we know where they were, then we know where the shape changer was.
This is Nancy Drew 101.
I like this.
Also, do you give me permission to stab every carpet I see?
And
Yeah.
break every table.
So Dirk's question clearly distracts one of the gnomes, looks directly at Dirk and says, "Of course."
All right, that's a start. We'll
like,
go
who
start stabbing
doesn't?
carpets.
And they turn back to Jerum and say, Okay, what did you say now?
And I'll explain the whole thing again.
Can we attack the drapes if they match the carpet?
If you like, buddy. If you like.
As I was saying. And I'll explain. We talked to the king. They said that Nurgle is with them, so that's 2. We found some people in the kitchen, 5 of them. 2 men, 3 women, or 3...
Yep.
Yeah.
5 of you.
So we know that there's 5 in the kitchen. There was 2 in the workshop right outside of the hallway to the king, and there were 8 sleeping. So now we have you 2 guarding here. That's 17 gnomes. We still need to find 3 people.
I thought we were up to 19 already previously.
This should be
1,
19
2,
with
3,
these
4,
two.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, and these two.
Yes. This is why I'm writing it down, because the shape changer confuses everyone.
Yeah, definitely. You came by and scratched off 2 of your hash marks on your shield. Shape changers are wicked.
So we need to find 3 more people.
Well, the last one to see him was, and I'm going to try and give this, they have an accent over this, so I'm going to try and say the name the way I think they want you to say it. The last one to say that they saw the shape changer was Factore. He's over by the crossbow.
Thought he'd be in the factory.
Yeah, it's like of all the other names, since I'm going to call this one out by name, I had to pick the weirdest one. They're all silly.
The fun one.
Like you guys don't know it yet because nobody looks at the gnomes' name tags because they don't have any. But you've been talking to Pog and Ulla. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's like Factore. Sure,
right.
buddy. But essentially to the north. If you want to go talk to who the last person that said they saw the shape changer.
And find another gnome, so that works too.
So north and then west and then north.
Whoop, that's east.
Well, northeast
Oh, it was
now.
there.
There you go. Yay!
Very north.
All right, so when you walk into that room,
He just shoots us. Jesus.
bolted to the floor of the room is a rotating platform equipped with 4 heavy crossbows, and you can see all kinds of mechanisms that look like they would be automatically loading bolts into the crossbows, like this is some kind of
Jerum. Why do I hear boss music?
Don't shoot!
yeah, boss music.
Are
And
you Factore?
there's a chair there, and sitting in that chair when you first arrive in this room is a rock gnome factory. Yes.
It's got a big twirly mustache.
It's me, a factory.
Okay. I've got it.
The only Italian gnome.
And this is the funny part because now I have to shift gears. Okay.
Literally on the ballistas.
Yeah. As soon as you shout of like, who, are you factory, right? And you even put your hands up. She turns towards you and you can see a crazed look in her roll initiative eyes.
Oh, damn it.
If she had seen you first, she'd be shooting already. Oh, that's a big ass 20. Let me
Right.
Let me move back to the front where I would be.
let me get the turn order out here. And I will. That's not the one I wanted.
Now what am I gonna do here?
This add turn. There we go. What
Yay.
orc 1? What happened? Where'd the orcs come from? Let me clear everything, and we're gonna do this again. Okay. I don't think I need you to roll again. I think I can.
Just orcs start bursting through this.
I think I can add a
Cats are everywhere.
turn.
We're on her side.
Okay.
She has a twirly mustache. Vector
where
is
is
fascinating.
Dirk, where the heck's your token, damn it?
I'm on somebody. Let me move.
That's what. All right, there it is. All right, so I've added these turns. Let me just get these numbers in here. Jerum had 22, Doc had 13, Grimdal had 12, and Dirk had 5. Dirk had the rest. All right, now let me do this.
Hilarious.
Add a turn, and now I have Factory.
Look, somebody has to take up the rear while taking it up the rear with these hits.
Ew. What do I have? I have a 4, so I would go last anyway. So you guys actually have a chance here. Okay.
With a plus 10. No.
So essentially what we're looking at here is this gnome sitting on the chair that operates the auto-loading crossbow platform. It's a large object, as you can kind of see on the map there. And it has a certain amount of AC and a certain amount of hit points because it can be destroyed. As well as, of course, you could attack the gnome, however you want to handle it. We have Jerum up first. It's a tricky one. It is a psycho gnome who is going to kill you if you don't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's
Is the chair, like the device, is it like operated by electricity? Is it like all like mechanical, like combust?
All mechanical and probably somewhat magical. These are rock gnome wizards. In general, I don't think every single one of them is a wizard, but there are rock gnome wizards here, and they're inventing things is part of why you were sent. Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be
amazing.
Frick, I'm not sure what the best course of action for me to do here is.
Sleep.
Sleep would
Right?
be great.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can sleep.
This is all just a nightmare. I have to wake up.
Is it like wooden mechanical or is it all metal?
Combination.
Okay.
I would say the majority of any gear is metal. Most of the moving parts and like the seat and stuff would be wood.
I kind of want it, so I don't know if we should set it on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here.
Okay.
So I would like to step forward 5, 10, and preferably out of the direct line of fire is where I'm wanting to go, just not in front of one of these 4 crossbows.
Oh, they're movable.
I figured, but
360-degree rotating platform.
Oh God! Next up, I'm going to cast Create Water.
Nice.
I'm going to create 10 gallons of clean water.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Is it really time for a bath, buddy? I mean...
Okay, no, I can't do the 10 gallons of water because that requires an open container.
He just
Instead,
needs
what
a
happens...
a water birth. That's all she needs.
Instead, what happens is that it falls as rain in a 30-foot cube. This extinguishes any exposed flames, but the main idea here is to just essentially splash cold water on them.
Okay. Her, by the way. If you're gonna have a gnome go psycho on you with a 4-way automated crossbow contraption, it's got to be a woman. She's definitely gonna.
I mean,
for
I don't
gnomes,
know.
for sure.
Got into some weird pickles in my life. Pickles. But yeah,
Pickles.
The area is a 30-foot cube, so that
Okay.
needs to be...
Could be, we just say the entire area.
Yeah.
And since everything is like kind of damp regularly anyway, it just adds to that whole nice sheen on all of the surfaces. Looks nice.
All right, cool. Because they're... I don't know how well this is going to affect, but next turn, I might cast Control Water to freeze water.
Oh, we have something else to do too. I just realized that's a first level spell.
Yes.
Roll a d20.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Okay, D20, let's go.
Let's go.
Give me the dice.
Are you wild magic?
Make dodecahedron go
Maybe?
now.
Okay, that is a 6 total in D&D Beyond because the Roll20 menu is not cooperating with me.
It just what's on the die.
Yeah, it's a 6.
A 6, okay. Because when you said total, I'm like, total what?
Yeah, my apologies.
Okay.
I don't want this tool anymore.
The total of my roll is...
Okay. Nothing happens. Or nothing continues to happen. Okay.
Okay. That's my turn.
I was hopeful for just a moment. All right, let's move on to Doc.
All right. I'm going to try my best to shoot an arrow directly in the path of the gears to at least jam up one of the
Cool. Okay.
movable pieces.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
So you can attack the item.
17.
17. See, now with your extra fighting style, a 9 turns into a 17. That's a hell of a roll. Nice.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. And
so go ahead and roll some damage.
well,
You rolled 2d8 for damage?
yeah, it's just what.
No, when you look in the Roll20 feed, the damage just shows 1d8 plus 4.
Oh, I'm just looking at what showed up on the screen. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird because that's the other part that disconnected my brain because it's an 8 and a 7 on the screen. But then it said 12. I'm like, but.
Yeah,
Beats me.
it is weird.
But anyway, 12, you can definitely see that you do some damage to the mechanisms, but it's still starting to move and be ready.
I'm going to move right here in this corner.
Cool.
That's it.
Grimdal.
All right, I will move up and kind of same thing off to the side just for a little bit of safety, and I will smash the device with my mace just to try to wreck it some more. So
Go
she
for
can't
it.
use it.
Do me an attack roll.
Let's hope. Yeah. No, man.
No!
I was looking to be a 19 and flipped over to the 1.
Or a total of 4.
Yeah.
Does 4 hit a stationary object?
No.
Darn. Whiffed it.
Yep. If your mace could hit itself, it probably would have.
Yeah.
One thing I failed to notice was the next sentence on here. So when Doc hit it, it actually broke the mechanism, the gear that connects to one of the 4 crossbows. So it has 1 inoperable and 3 operable crossbows.
Which one's inoperable?
The one that isn't working.
I'm guessing the one closest to us to start out with.
The
But
thing
it
is,
can rotate.
the whole platform goes 360 degrees. So if there was only 1 on it, it would still be the same. The idea, I think, is to be able to tell you pieces are breaking while it's still kind of working.
Yeah.
All right. So Grimdal moved and almost did a beatdown. Dirk!
Yeah. I'm hide behind my shield now.
Okay, I was hoping the dogs would stop barking by now, but they're still going, so I'll leave after this for a moment.
That sounds like an alarm. It doesn't sound like a dog. It sounds like a European ambulance.
So I'm going to move directly in front of her, so she either needs to not move or move to one that's working and shoot me. That way she
She's
doesn't aim at a
she's sitting in
diagonal
the
and shoots
control chair, Randy. She's not moving.
the things to rotate.
Yeah.
Don't they? Okay.
Well, think of
it's
it
like a
as
hula hoop.
think of it as in the middle of the room here. It's just a lazy Susan with 4 crossbows on it, and she's sitting on the chair on the top. So the whole thing just spins in place.
Okay. So I'm going to... Okay, I guess I'll go in front of this one instead. And assuming it's not the broken one, which I don't see why not.
It wouldn't matter because they can just turn and shoot.
I will take my. We'll go battle axe this time, and take a swing at the mechanism itself.
I'm going to battle axe you a question.
Yep, I just got to click the right thing. There we go. Actions, great axe.
And you are attacking the machine as well?
The machine itself, yeah.
Okay.
Crit! Critical hit!
Ooh,
Oh, my.
makes up for my
Well,
botch.
there goes our paycheck.
But it's a 1. Oh, it rerolls because of the my dwarven trait.
You're not
Okay.
doing 5 damage on a crit. No. Not allowed. What is the actual rule for crit? Does anybody know it off the top of their head? Is it like max
you can do max
damage?
damage, you can do
weapon
double
damage,
damage. Yeah, it depends how you want to do it.
No, what is like the original in
Rule-
5e? I can't remember.
Rules as written, you take an extra set of damage dice for your weapon, roll that, and add it to your regular damage.
Okay.
So in theory, you could get a critical, but still end up with a 1 on both dice.
Yeah. So we're going to do it my way, which is max damage plus your weapon damage. So
Okay.
what is the maximum you can do?
It's D12 plus 2, so...
Okay, so you can do 14. So 14 plus that 5. So 19.
Okay.
So you bust down another one of the crossbows, and the third one looks like it's just hanging on by a thread. The fourth one is still working.
Action surge!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go...
Go for
Can I
it.
still do 5 more feet of movement? I've only moved 5, 10.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'll move up 1 more and jump screens. Okay, and attack the other one on that side. And jump screen. No, it still does screen. Okay, there we go. And such a bad roll. Okay, 7. I missed that one. That's fine.
My. Okay.
Unless,
She's going to get
I
one
have-
chance then.
unless I have that whole, what's it called again? We made fun of it last week.
Flanking.
Yeah, flanking.
No, now that you said it that way, no. We're going to let her get one shot off.
Sounds
And
good.
because she is insane, it doesn't matter who attacked last or anything. I'm just going to go with
The
from
shape changer.
our screen 1, 2, 3, 4. I see Eli, Zeb, Randy, Chris. So let's have Zeb. You roll a D4 on the screen here, and let's see who gets attacked. 1. Eli. Jerum has
course.
a
Her instincts
crossbow.
are on point. She's out to get one thing, and that's shape changers.
A 10. Does a 10 hit you?
A 10 does not.
I rolled a 5 for it.
I am
and
too
I
good.
think it's only allowing 1 attack. Let me just double check to make sure. Blah blah. Can fire in any direction. Each one makes so it'll be 2 attacks. So each one gets that attack. So I actually get to shoot at you twice. Isn't that great? Aren't you happy?
Bring it on.
Bring it.
You
It's
can't
being
one-shot me anymore.
it's being brought in right now. Let's spit on myself. 20 will hit, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
My armor class is only 15.
Because a +5. So a 15 would have hit even without the +5. Okay.
Yeah.
And then for that heavy crossbow, I have a 1d10 piercing damage, which comes out to 5. So 5 damage on Jerum, and then it immediately goes to your turn, Jerum. And everybody is, just been rained on for about 5 seconds, and it's nice and damp in here. Didn't affect Crazy Lady yet, though.
Ooh,
Okay.
let's go.
So, mechanically speaking, she's occupying the same space as the machine.
Yes.
Damn. All right. Well, I can't freeze the water then.
Well, you can, unless freezing the water kills people. I don't think it would
You
kill.
freeze the water provided that there are no creatures in it. The water unfreezes in 1 hour. I imagine that the rationale for this is to avoid people trying to do cold damage with a cantrip that's not supposed to do damage.
You could freeze the water where the mechanism is.
And that is what I would like to do.
Yeah. Because the way they've pictured this for me in my head is you've got a bunch of stuff and then there's a chair on top of the stuff. So it's like she's sitting above it all, which means you could freeze the stuff below it.
Okay. See, in my head, I was kind of imagining like a recliner that's just got like a loop of crossbows around it.
Which would be pretty cool too. But I'm thinking, for me at least.
You said lazy Susan, and my brain said, yeah, let's put a lazy boy
Lazy
in there.
boy, yeah. For me, the reason I'm thinking of it more as the sitting on the top is so that you could see all the way around you and then turn to see, to shoot at what you want to shoot at. Whereas if you're like inside it, then you probably can't see all the way around you. And they specifically describe it as it turns 360 degrees and has 4 crossbows and they can all shoot. So I'm like, well,
okay.
Yeah. But sitting in that chair is Factory, insane, trying to shoot, and you're going to shape this water into...
I want to freeze the water that is in and around the mechanisms to stop the device. So
what I'm going to do is, let's say it has DC of whatever your spell casting is. What did you say? It was 13 last time?
Correct.
Did that go up for level 2? Didn't change?
No.
Okay.
It's brain. Come on.
So
I know this.
I'm going to give the thing itself, since it's a mechanism, just an easy strength check here against that, and roll a 2. So it does freeze in place. So anybody else, if you're ready to break it, it's a free hit now. It's not able to move, and it's not its turn. Everybody else gets to go first.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Factory, wait, please, Factory.
So
we just want to talk.
We're going to do this. We're going to drop out of initiative because, frankly, once the machine is broken, she's still insane, but she's not going to fight. Because she doesn't want to kill you. She just wanted to shoot you to death. It's crazy, right?
Oh, of course. I understand completely.
Let's see.
Those are sane people thoughts.
And she's like, okay, so you broke it.
Where's the shape changer hiding?
What you talking about? Why'd you break my crossbow?
We're here to kill the shape changer. It looked like you were going to shoot.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever. I mean, you broke. You broke. It's going to take me a day to put this back together. What? Where's
the shape changer?
And she doesn't even wait for 2 or 3 syllables out of your mouth before she's like, no, you broke it.
I'll mark
All right,
that.
I guess we're done here.
Hey, one more
shape
no.
changer.
You broke it. No, just no.
All right.
Yeah, we keep heading north.
Hi, Kristen Stewart. Nice meeting you.
This is funny because being deranged and utterly consumed by her work, she can barely string together a cohesive sentence, let alone advise the players where they should go. Thank you, module. Create this little situation.
I'm following the path of Left Foot Lenny.
Left Foot Lenny.
All right.
We sometimes call him Lefty.
You know what? Let's do this because it's going to be the better way to go. Go south instead.
Yeah.
And we're going to go east when we get down to that other intersection. So keep going there. And yeah, Doc's got it. We're going to go into that new area there because, frankly, it's the only important area you guys really haven't been in yet.
I can't believe we searched that whole area and we found nothing.
And all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah, that's where Lefty lost his right foot.
Well, guys, there's no one in here. We still need to track down 2 gnomes. So.
This is the larger. Oh, by the way, Jerum, Jerum should be up to 20 now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 20
and they
total.
did say that 2 had been killed by the shape changer.
Yeah.
So 22 and 20 left.
We're good then.
How long you say a short rest was?
Like an hour.
Surge back. I thought he said minutes.
I mean, it depends on what it is you're looking at. For me, if you just take the time to sit down, bind your wounds, do stuff like that, anywhere between 10 minutes and an hour can be a short rest, depending on what we're talking about and what we're doing. If you're saying you want your action surge back, then as long as everybody agrees to sit around for 10 minutes before going in this room, I'm fine with that.
You guys mind if I take a break to rub my arms for a little bit? I've never done that before.
Are you getting old, Dirk? Come on, man.
Yeah, I learned a new technique. Thought of it overnight, and so thought I'd try it. And it kind of hurt. So.
He needs to refresh his 5-second energy drink.
You know, I understand completely, Dirk.
Sure.
Also have something that I've been meaning to try out, but just don't really know how.
He starts rubbing his leg, and he actually puts his hand and grabs a flask. And just starts.
Lepus incoming.
Right.
And I will turn into a rabbit.
That too.
Take a short rest.
All of my equipment will be... I want to say that the equipment doesn't meld with me the first time.
Okay.
Because this is going to be my first wild shape ever.
See this rabbit
So
hopping out of a cloak?
I just don't know how to make my equipment meld into me yet.
Nice.
You just
So
rabbit man during the short rest.
we'll step into this room now. Everybody go ahead and take that short rest. In this is probably the biggest room you've seen here so far. And the room contains 12 big barrels, about 40-gallon sized barrels, set into those wide alcoves. Each barrel looks like it's secured by a wooden brace. The barrels on the south side of the room are tapped and have wooden spigots. Let's see. And then there are other... Well, they're all barrels. Let's put it that way. Blah, blah, blah. In that room. So that's where you are now. It's like a big wine room. And anybody with a discerning palate can tell it is mushroom wine. Perhaps they use mushrooms in everything.
Interesting.
Well,
Does this place look like a scene of the crime? Any blood on the floor?
Scene of the crime.
I'm just going to start going around knocking on barrels.
I'll walk with them and be prepared.
Tell me where.
Barrels.
Tell me where you're starting, Doc.
I'll follow them around to be his shotgun, run shotgun.
Shotgun. All right, so you're going to start at southwest, essentially.
Yep.
All right.
I've actually walked over and jumped on this barrel, so I can start that rest.
So when you go to those barrels, we'll just go left to right. When you knock on the barrel, that one sounds like it's almost empty. The second one sounds like it's almost empty. And then the other two barrels, these are all the ones that are tapped, so they have a spigot on them. Those definitely sound like they're at least half full. There's plenty of liquid in them. As you go to the east wall, these are not tapped. Let's see.
Hey, Doc, what are they doing over there?
As you're going up the wall from the south, you can see the first barrel, it feels very full. The second one feels very full. The third one feels very full. And then the fourth one feels like a mimic.
Oh, boy.
What does the mimic feel like, Joe?
It feels Lenny.
It does. Let me pop. So what happens here is going to be another initiative, but I got to find El Mimic's character sheet here. Give me a moment.
I must have found a good one to gasp.
Ta-da!
Oh yeah, look at that.
Let me find.
I'm gonna switch up my dice, maybe. I don't know.
Not visible. See if I can show this. So yeah. So the traditional picture of a mimic, of course, is the treasure chest. But in general, mimics are shape changers that can just change into objects of their size or smaller, inanimate objects. So it was true earlier. It was like, can't change into a dwarf. Yeah. But what happens is the barrel grows. We'll use what the picture shows there. Purple proboscises and starts flailing at the person who's closest to it. Let me, I gotta get to the character sheet for this thing here so I can use my pseudopod attack. But let's, let me get turn order, and let me clear it this time. Remove all. Clear.
Dirk, get over here. Over.
Clear. All right, guys, let's get an initiative rolled so
Found
we
some
can
good
see
stuff.
where we're going
Over.
with this one.
Not really.
Let me add turn. All right, let's see. Jerum got a 12.
You want to see how bad the hooch is, don't you? Over. There.
Mimic got a 17.
Mine didn't load in, but I did roll a 19.
19. Select. Well, hold on, let me just do it this way.
It's in there.
I don't see one for.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not the turn order. It's in the.
Yeah.
It's in the
Yeah, I can see it.
Ooh, Doc's almost in the perfect spot.
Turn Doc 19. You said.
Yeah.
All right.
For-
Who we missing? Who we missing? One,
Am I not
2,
in there
3,
either?
4.
Grimdal.
What?
Grimdal's
You didn't put
not
mine
in there.
either. Well, you can see my lame number 4 in there.
It's 4. You got a 4. All right. Well, let me just add the turn and add a 4 then.
And yours is a +1. Mine's a -1.
4. All right. So we start initiative with Doc.
Oh, I'm going to do my best to get away from it.
Why? Just because he could
I
kill
was
you?
trying to, like, block
like
for
be
him.
there. It's like, yeah.
Okay.
I got lucky and rolled that initiative. So I'm going to back up and I'm going to immediately shoot it if I'm able.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can move is one of the things you can do, and taking an action is another thing you can do on your turn.
What would that roll? 19.
19. See, I love that you roll an 11 and end up with 19. It's perfect. You definitely hit.
An 8 for damage.
8 damage. Let me find this. I want to fix this and let everybody see that. Save. Still didn't show up. Stupid. 8 damage. Got it. And I'm trying to get the health bar to show on the screen for the mimic. So yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Anything else for
Just-
Doc?
Such
No,
a
that's
big health bar.
Just jump back, shoot, and then just hold my ground.
All right. Then the mimic's up next, and the mimic is going after, the one thing it can reach, and that would be a Grimdal. Grimdal, let's go with, it's going to try and bite you. Bite is a 8 to hit. 8 does not hit.
Definitely not.
Does it only have one? Yeah, it only has one attack until it hits you, then it's all mean and stuff. All right. Jerum.
Okay. Well, how long did that short rest last?
About 10 minutes.
And how long do you need for a spell? If that's what you're asking, a spell. I don't think a spell's a short rest, isn't it? A long rest.
I would have to take a long rest to recover any spells, but
Okay.
it's not the spells I'm concerned with here.
Okay, sorry. What was your question then? Let's figure between 10 and 15 minutes.
You want to hit that
Okay.
back?
So I would still be a rabbit because I would be exploring my latest
Okay,
skill set.
but
So,
that shouldn't stop you from being a druid too.
I do still have access to all of my class abilities.
Yeah.
And racial abilities.
But
except
you're
for
not going to
spellcasting.
throw a javelin.
Not as a rabbit, no. So realizing, that's a fight. And I'm going to drop wild shape.
Okay.
And remember earlier when I said all of my equipment fell off of me?
Oh yeah.
So now a buck nude Jerum is standing at the one end of the room. Dirk, you see me rise from my rabbit form.
Try to fight, you're going to have completely buck naked.
he just anamorphs straight away, like
Yeah.
completely naked.
And I'm going to run towards my javelins, pick up a bundle, and I'm gonna just start yeeting them, just
You're
chucking
going
them
to
at this mimic.
sidearm a javelin right at the mimic. Go for it, man.
All right, javelin +2 to hit.
like early May.
Oh my, that's a crit,
Ooh,
bro.
That's a critical hit for 22 on the
Very
roll.
nice. So maximum damage plus weapon damage.
The roll was 6.
Okay, so you already do
6.
6
So
plus
that's
6. So you're going to do 12
piercing.
damage. Yes.
Yeet.
12. Yeah, very good.
Kill it!
Bam.
Kill the shape changer!
Yes. As soon as you see the damn thing, y'all are going to beat the living crap out of it.
Two guys jump in, just start kicking you.
All right, Dirk. Dirk, you see the naked Jerum throwing javelins. We're back in the Coliseum or something here.
Dirk would be able to recognize that I just beamed that thing with this javelin.
Oh yeah. Not saying you didn't. You didn't do bad. You just did it. I don't know, inappropriately clothed.
Okay, so first I was like, and then I was like,
did an old school Greek Olympics.
There it is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Does diagonal still work as 5? Are we doing that whole thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just 5e.
So I just kick off my barrel, seeing where that javelin was being thrown at, or that arrow was just fired a second before. And I will go 5, 10, my move speed's 25. So 15, 20, 25 right up to it. Does that work for you? Nice.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to take a nice, just not spitting so much, just straight down axe swing at him, see what I can...
I'm going to do a triple Lindy.
Triple Indy.
Yeah.
2 sow cows. And a triple.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, another crit.
So I crit on him.
Good gosh,
And,
man.
Max plus
Style on him.
is that max would be 14, so plus the 11 as you said last time
25.
is 25.
We were
Heavy.
for a fight. We were ready.
Good God.
You come for a fight, I give you a fight.
We're still angry about the orc thing earlier. That's why we're just like we're not messing around.
Yeah.
So you have chopped Mr. Mimic within an inch of its life. Let's see if Grimdal can crush the remaining bit of it out of the Mimic.
I'm casting Toll the Dead.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
You point at one creature you can see within range, which is 60 feet, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment. So you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d12 damage since he's already lost. Oh, and I got max damage on it, so you need a 13 DC save, wisdom save.
15.
Well, I guess he's not taking any damage from me then.
Not even half?
Damn.
There's no half?
Says nothing about half, and I rolled max.
We almost
You
got him
hate
with
to
that
see
trick.
it.
Damn it. Anything else you're doing, Grimdal? Sorry?
I don't have a bonus action that could do anything. It's more of a like defensive kind of stuff for bonus.
Okay. Well, maybe Doc can end this one.
And Doc
Doc
aims-
can knock an arrow.
Definitely is going to hit with a 19. Yeah.
and he
Again.
fires with an 8.
8 piercing damage. Not quite enough. So close. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, then Mimic gets one more shot at the one who just charged in and tried to beat the crap out of him. Pseudopod flies out at
If you
at
miss
Dirk.
me, you're a stat sack. Everything else has hit me.
Ooh, 19. I rolled.
That hits. Yes.
Again, I'll complain just like always that it rolls 2 dice. Both
course
of them,
everything hits me.
both of them were 19s. So I rolled 2 of the same. All right, so Dirk, you take pseudopod attack, pseudopod 9 damage, and
Ugh.
it sticks to you. And it also makes it so you have the condition of being grappled, which means you have, on your turn, you will have to try and escape from it.
It's on my elbow. Get it off me.
It's stuck. Jerum.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna throw another javelin.
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, right.
So I will tell you that Dirk now has a mimic stuck to him. So anything you do is going to be, any attack you make at the mimic is going to be, I'm going to just say at a disadvantage, because I can't remember the exact rule when two things are grappled and you're trying to hit one of them. But
hits me.
I'm just going to say disadvantage.
Normally, it's an advantage on the even the person getting grappled, right? I mean, doing the grappling.
In this case, the mimic
grappled.
might be trying to push Dirk in front while he...
The only thing
being
that the
attacked.
grappled condition does is reduce the grappled creature speed to 0.
Yeah.
Can't benefit from any speed bonus. The grapple condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated, or if an effect removes the grappled creature, or if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler, such as somebody hurled away by the Thunderwave spell.
But nothing
That's all
about
that grappled does.
Nothing about attacking something that is
Nothing.
currently grappled
Yeah.
or grappling.
Nothing about it. Yeah, nothing about attacking the grappler or the grappled. Just that their speed becomes 0, and it ends if it ends.
Okay.
So what I would like
I'm
to
good
do
with
is
that.
actually drop my javelin bundle, grab my spear, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Barrels
Get into melee
there.
range.
Oh god, it's the naked man again.
There's a barrel there. You'd probably have to climb, try to find a way to climb up there in order for
If
that
I
to
take
work out.
disadvantage on the attack, can I dive over the barrel?
Love it.
All right.
You gave me my disadvantage back.
Okay, so this is the first roll. And then the second, a 13
13
on the lower roll.
Armor class of 12.
Hey!
That hits.
This is two-handed, but 1 damage as I dive over a barrel to finish it.
Oh my gosh! It looked a lot better than it turned out.
I should have gone. I should have
So,
gone
I mean-
for the one-handed, but like I know what I'm seeing in my mind, and it's two hands.
It makes sense. Yeah. So the
Still naked, by the way.
1 point of damage that you did to it was 1/5 of what it had remaining. So unfortunately, so you have no strength. You have no strength bonus.
No,
Okay.
I'm not a melee fighter.
I just wasn't sure because there's still a lot of times people have a +1 here or there, right? But okay. So then, Dirk.
Where'd it grab me? I gotta know because I use two-handed weapons, so I need to know
There's
if I
the
need to drop to
episode
my hand
title.
next.
I did not say anything about you being incapacitated, so you're just grappled. And what was it? Eli said something about
It just
you can't move.
removes your speed.
You can't move
Yeah.
fast.
Okay. Now, in order to get out of the grapple, you would have to
I just
use
wanted
your
to-
action to escape.
I was just gonna flavor it, see where it grabbed me in case I wanted to like pull out a different weapon. So okay, well if I don't have to worry about that, then I'll just be like, "Oh, get off me!" and hit it with the battle axe that I've been holding.
I was just thinking it if we could say it just grabbed you by putting the pseudopod, the sticky pseudopod in the center of your chest, and it's going to be like a wax job when you're done. It's just going to rip all the hair off your chest, and it'd probably be really painful for a dwarf. Unless, of course, you're like one of those hairless dwarves.
Hair missing now aside, I knock it off. 6 points of damage because it was a roll
6
of 14.
points.
You said it was 12 to hit it. So,
Yeah, armor class is 12. Yeah, so you got that. So you defeated it. That's not the right button, Joe. That is though. Bam! Put the big red X on the mimic.
I like to think I went to go flick it off, but it like slightly opened its mouth, so I just
went to
opened the
flick it.
rest of the lid.
All right, let me see.
Cool.
Okay. I'm just making sure I covered everything that's supposed to be in that room. Okay. I did. So you have now killed the mimic.
Just squatting over the barrel, like squatting on top of the barrel. I want to like poke it with a spear bit. So does anybody know what this thing is? Other than our shape changer, obviously.
Were we supposed to take this back to the bedroom, or what's going on?
Ew.
We just needed to let them know we killed it.
Yep.
I don't know how they'll react to seeing a body.
It's like
Because they don't really know what it is, really. It's
Kinda
not
like
a barrel now. It's a shape-changing, pseudopodic, nasty thing with teeth.
Yeah, I think it's an amorphous blob.
I do not loot the body.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be something in there.
Poking it with my spear, do I feel like any hard bits?
No. No. Let's just say you have a passing knowledge of mimics, and their digestive tract completely dissolves everything. There are no remains of anything it consumes. It don't even poop out bones.
Whoever this thing ate last is long gone. They don't even got something to bury or send home to mama.
As long as it was only the one, then we took care of the mission.
That's a good point. They did say one.
All right, we're good. Let's go see what they got.
So let's I'm going to take the map off just for now because we don't really need it to finish that part up. But we'll go back to where the gnome kings are.
I will get dressed.
Good idea. Good idea.
Please, I saw you twice.
It's everybody's walking, and you're that one in the back of the line getting dressed on the way, like pulling your shirt over your shoulder. And,
I'm not even wearing my armor. I'm
wait
just
up,
still,
guys! Wait
adjusting my
up.
belt.
So you,
What did you do? I found your shape changer.
So I will tell you straight up that they will. You will have to persuade that you did kill the creature. So whoever wants to be the persuasive one, maybe you're having this chat on the way back to the king's bedroom.
Persuasion.
I would like to back up whoever does it with the teeth marks that I got from it.
I will give it a shot. We killed the shapeshifter.
It ripped off my tattoo.
Oh my god! Just don't let me talk anymore.
Maybe you started talking in dwarf and they didn't understand a word you said.
I'll step in to translate.
All right, try it. Still persuasion.
Okay. You know what it is? You know what it is?
Snot.
It's those two guards.
Those two guards
guys.
ruined everything.
Hey, it's the shape changer. I'm not.
Yes.
I said I wanted to show the bite marks. Can I go and try to do my own persuasion?
Do it up.
Where is persuasion? I see performance. There it is. Right.
Oh
below
my
it.
god! And I'm not wearing my armor, so I would look different from when I met them.
Solid 10. Good gosh. All right, Doc. Maybe you can convince him. Look, you guys, you're not believable out there.
Hey, here we go.
I don't believe it's dead. You're all lying.
Yeah, we bring him the body.
I just start screaming at him.
Forget it.
Do you want the friggin' body? We can go get the body.
Look, fine. We can give you the end of the episode, but that's it.
Oh.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, totally.
That's all we ever get at the end of these adventures.
Isn't it crazy? It just shows up right at the end. But
Why
I'm
does
sure
everybody have the end of the episode.
It's like our own mimic.
I'm sure somebody can figure out a way to convince these gnomes that you've killed the shapeshifter. Maybe by the time we do our next episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we're probably going to have some weeks off here and there through the end of the year as a holiday season rolls around here in the United States. So we may be a little sporadic for the rest of the year, but we'll get those episodes out. And for now, we will wrap this one up, and we can all say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Hey,
everybody.
kitty.
Naruto, say bye.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
That mimic was all a gnome.
Oh. I like the cat, though. Thanks, Eli.